Oh, the little baby right along returns. The little baby right along returns just in time. Okay, it's 5:30 p.m. Thursday, June 13th, 2024. The little baby right along continues. She returned. This is the second video. This is part 2. She's returning after dropping off her boyfriend or husband, and the little baby is in the back. And the pickup is at 5132 West 24th Street in Laramie, Cicero, Illinois 60804. And the Candyman parked right in front. Order of protection is in effect, as well as the construction worker. The construction worker that Organized Crime Family distributes the white product to. This is the construction worker under instructions to park right in front as well. This is community gang stalking. Paid incentives, of course, the white powdered substance. See, he's parked right in front. This is instructions given as a distraction or to cover up on what's going on. So the little baby right along continues. And it's just a waiting game right now. Like they say, organized crime has no shame, utilizing little kids and babies to distribute their white powder bag product to avoid any suspicion. It seems to be working for them, and this is what they do. Under investigation, Internal Revenue Services 5132 West 24th Street in Laramie, Cicero, Illinois 60804. The pressure's on, and this is the reason why, folks. Organized Crime Family panicked 1 year ago because of my CT scan of bleeding from my brain by University of Illinois from prolonged exposure, extreme high-level frequencies, harassment. This is 5132 right here, and double lot, completely rebuilt. I turned them into the IRS, Internal Revenue Services. This is how they're making their money. Daily drug dealing, traffic transactions, distribution and packing, special delivery white powder bags. The Candyman present, same time frame, right here, just in time. The Candyman is working the product in the bank with the people in charge of this property at 5132. And her husband or boyfriend is in the back as well, and she's ready to pick him up. And this is already documented how they do things. Open for business, expansion in the works, Town of Cicero Police Department, protection cover-up. Dirty little secret, white powder bags. I have before and after evidence of plant set fire right here. Right here. 5132. I don't know if it was intentionally, but it has something to do with drugs. And I was chased to destroy my phone. If you look back at the before and after videos of the fire, I was chased. Instructions given, destroy his phone. And my ex-wife is a witness when they were chasing me up the stairs. And they got the go-ahead by Tonawanda Police Department as well. Sergeant Porter, badge number 2255, right forearm tattoo, is involved as well, along with other police department police officers. Not all police officers are involved as well, but organized crime family is protected by Tonawanda Police Department. Involved. Unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid, victims are preconditioned at home to react. Waiting, standing by, set up traps, false arrests, court dates. The most important of all, pre-enrollment mental health hospital begins to avoid any involvement or blame open cases. On the victims, look who came, the mule. This is what the construction worker was looking constantly to see if he sees this guy. This is the mule, and he lives at 5130, above from the Candyman. The Candyman lives in the basement. So these guys are always distributing the product, pickup and delivery, and instructions given to hide behind the tree. This is what they do. They're always constantly hiding. And again, the construction worker kept looking toward their way to see if they see his vehicle on video. Here you go. And let's see this guy. See, he's always working that back seat. That back seat is where they hide the product. Again, these are organized crime family employees, the mule, at 5130. Special delivery white powder bags, pickup and delivery, ready to reload. He slammed that door. Well, the little girl, little baby ride along continues. And we're still waiting for this guy to run right out. He's quick, so don't blink. This guy is pretty fast. You see the little baby in the back getting very frustrated. That little baby and the young mom should not be in this type of predicament. I hope Child Protective Services is not sleeping on the job. This is well documented what they do. This is nothing new. And Tonawanda Police Department is involved. Protection cover-up, dirty little secret, white powder bags. Open for business, expansion in the works. There's a reason why I'm a target, folks. And the reason they keep insisting in the order of protection. I gotta give it to them. They're very persistent, and of course they have to protect their organization, but they're exposing their organization left and right. I guess they don't take my my YouTube channel is serious, but well, we're just gonna wait and see what happens. Hopefully these government agencies take note. And the news media, of course. There's kids involved. When there's kids involved, especially a little infant, I hope government officials are not sleeping on the job for the child's sake. That's where our tax money goes to. And I hope these government officials. I already spoke to Congressman Chuy Garcia on what's going on. I already, that's correct. I spoke on the phone to his staff on what's going on, Congressman Chuy Garcia. I also went to State Representative Lisa Hernandez's office. And it's well documented what I do. And Town of Cicero Police Department is very aware of my video recordings. And, well, if anything happens to these infants, young children, it's on their head. I hope they're not sleeping on the job. This is a public service. And the reason I do this is because I can and I care. Just imagine living in this type of predicament. And under organized crime family is responding because if you look back at the videos, Town of Cicero Police Department did pay a home visit, a fake home visit to 5130. And that was to avoid any external investigation by the DEA, Drug Enforcement Administration, Chicago and Dearborn, Illinois, and Child Protective Services, and the news media, of course. And once Town of Cicero Police Department made that fake home visit, and by the way, they were laughing and giggling with, guess who? The Candyman, on video. And they even waved, shook hands, and that was it. That's how Town of Cicero Police Department protection cover-up, dirty little secret white powder bags, works. Along, of course, with Des Plaines Cook County Sheriff Tom Dart. That's correct. Des Plaines Cook County Sheriff Tom Dart, unprovoked home visit with Town of Cicero Police Department emergency dispatcher named Anna. Emergency 911 dispatcher named Anna, unprovoked home visit to precondition my ex-wife to react. If you notice, I filmed in my other videos how I cover up the windows, how I turn off all electrical appliances. This is how victims are manipulated at home to react. And this is called unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid. Victims are preconditioned at home to react. Well, we're just waiting to see what else what happens. This is basically, see the little baby in the back, very frustrated, and the mom in the front, very patient on the phone. This is part 2. Again, this is part 2. And let me give you an update on the time. It's 5:44 p.m. Thursday, June 13th, 2024. Today, we got the bag man again on video. We got the mob, Board of Education District 99 employee, female on video. Board of Education District 99 employee, male. He panicked and he moved to a different location, maybe a different facility. He totally changed his schedule. He vanished. He's on video. And we have him on video as well, parking with the hitman waiting for me. These are fear tactics. And he panicked and he vanished. But we still, at least she stuck around. She covers her face. That's correct, folks. She covers her face from time to time. Because she knows people hide for a reason. Especially when they hide their vehicle like that. See how they're hiding their vehicle right here? See? And, well, I don't want to get distracted too much. I don't want to move the camera around too much. But we are still waiting for the little baby right along. The Candyman is behind the scenes working the product right now as we speak. We have him on video, same time frame, arriving as the little baby right along. So we are still waiting. So we're just gonna keep it like that. Here you go. Just gonna keep it like that and just wait. I'm gonna go see. I'm cooking something, so you're gonna hear me going back and forth. I'm cooking, so yeah. It's a waiting game. Oh, she opened the window. Let's get a close look at her. Yeah. That's a young mother involved with her infant. Organized crime family has no shame. This is 5132, and we are still waiting for the guy to run out from 5132. Under investigation, Internal Revenue Services. This is the reason why organized crime family panicked, because they know their criminal organization is being exposed. And that's why they signed the contract with homeowner Martinez, wiped out his son, daughter-in-law, next door, 5135. Target, YouTube, Town of Cicero, Illinois, Miguel Rodriguez, harassment videos. Trust me, folks, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here with your support. This organization, I've been through the rinse cycle so many times. I don't know what they're thinking. It feels like a little kid is behind the controls. They're constantly attacking me with, well, it's on video. Extreme high level frequency harassment. I don't know what they're trying, what their deal is. If they think my murder, that's correct, folks, this is a murder plot. If they think my murder is going to stop any investigation and they can just move back to 5132 and no questions asked, they got another thing coming. Let me tell you something. There's too many government agencies involved, especially the news media and especially you guys. Anything happens to me, well, let's just say that it's going to be very difficult to move back in and have a party at 5132. It's going to be very difficult to explain to the IRS. So you guys came back. Why did you move in the first place? This is a big building. This is a 2-flat, completely rebuilt, 2-flat brick, double lot. And they have a couple in charge of this property with the dog. And they're on video working with the Candyman right here. This is his red car, the Candyman. And well, again, it's going to be very difficult upon my death to be discreet and just move back And this is the reason all this is going on. They want to continue doing their identity theft Medicaid and daily drug dealing traffic transactions, distribution and packing, utilizing smart children, infants, at 5130-5132. It's going to be very difficult to pull this out. It's I don't know what they're thinking. Again, I have no problems with organized crime family moving back. There's no problem whatsoever. I will extend my hand and say, you guys are more than helping. Hey, let's be neighbors. But I am going to continue recording. This is something I just cannot ignore. I care. And I can do this with your support. So again, if organized crime family wants to move back, go ahead. No problem. You will be accepted as a neighbor, but you will be under my camera view day and night. I guarantee you that. I will be your shadow. I appreciate your support. This is, I'm going to continue cooking in the kitchen. You're going to hear me walking from time to time. So this is it's 5:52 p.m. Thursday, June 13th, 2024, 5:52 p.m. We're still waiting. Just like this young mom with her little infant baby, the little baby right along, there's a little baby right there, waiting for her dad to come out with the white powder bag product that they're going to hide under the baby's seat. You watch and see how that works out. Well, let me continue cooking. I appreciate you hearing me out. I'll be right back. You're going to hear me walking from time to time. We're going to keep our eyes on the prize. That's right, folks. We're going to keep our eyes on the prize. This guy here. I'm going to keep the eyes on the prize. Yeah. Gotta make sure we got the battery back up. Another phone. Ready. Okay, as soon as he comes out running, we got him on video. Gotta keep our eyes on the prize. Still waiting. Don't blink. Keep your eyes on the prize, because this guy, he can run. This guy can run. Well, I'm going to continue cooking. I'm going to be in the kitchen. You can hear me walking. also cleaning the turtles. Those are my son's turtles. High frequencies when I turn on the water faucet. And bright light harassment with truck lights in the bathroom. It just happened right now. Bright light harassment from next door, 5135. Shining bright truck lights at my face as I'm cleaning my son's turtles. This is a distraction technique. So I won't continue filming, but that's not going to happen. We got 2 cameras. My government phones are shut down, as I have shown you on previous videos. The government cameras are shut down. This is a high-tech surveillance monitor called Army Apparatus Tracking Signal Scanner Device. And it's able to disable internet connection. And that's how that works. Oh, I see movement on the other side. Okay, look where he's going. Look at that. Told you. He just came out of his house. Does that make sense to you? He came out of his house to use the bathroom on the side. This is evidence. The Candyman has access underneath the porch. Again, he just came out of his house to use the bathroom on the side of 5130. Does that make sense to you? And look at that. He didn't even wash his hands. Does that make sense to you? No, that was a pickup. That was a white powder bag pickup. And he's going to make the delivery now. See? Shouldn't you use the bathroom inside your home and not next to the porch? See? Told you. The secret is out. And this is the reason why this criminal organization does not want me here. That's correct, folks. There's a murder plot on my head. I don't know what they're looking to gain from this murder plot. This investigation is going to be carried on. Oh, look who came out. Look who came out. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And let's see. And the other guy came out as well. See? Look at the back, see? There's a lot of movement here. A lot of movement. There's a lot of movement. And, see? A lot of movement in the back, see? There's a lot of movement. See? It's all distraction. This is all distraction techniques. We got to keep our eyes on the prize. He's putting the stuff away under the baby. The white powder bags are being hidden under the baby's seat. There's a lot of movement going on in that car. So we got to focus and keep our eyes on the prize. There's a lot of movement going on. So just imagine if I would have stayed in the kitchen. Oh, that's why they were shining the bright lights in the bathroom. That's why they were shining the bright lights, truck lights, at me in the bathroom to distract me from recording. See? Oh, he's going back. And these guys are leaving the mule. There you go. See? That's the mule. And the other guy stayed behind right here at 5130. And he's even shaking his head. He cannot believe I'm still here either. But trust me, he's gonna learn. He's gonna learn. So, we're still waiting. You saw the guy come out of his home to use the bathroom on the side of the porch. Now, does that make sense to you? And he didn't even wash his hands. So, this is evidence that the Candyman that's parked right here, the Candyman has a secret access underneath the porch. And that's why everyone is constantly going next to the porch. Now he put his hands up. I don't know what's going on with him. He shut the door. If you cannot take the heat, don't be in the kitchen. Stay inside. He had enough of the camera and he went inside. That's what happens, folks. Some people, they just don't understand. But let me give you an update. It's 6:02 p.m. Thursday, June 13th, 2024. And, well, let me get back. You're going to hear me walking. Oh, he just went back in. So he came out, went back in. I was in the bathroom. Oh, and look who else came back. Special delivery, white powder bag, ready to reload. Ready to reload. Told you. Right after he grabbed whatever the white powder bag substance, oh, he's leaving again. He's leaving again. Look at that. Again. See? So they're constantly moving the product from 5130 and 5132. They're constantly moving the product. This is a machine continuously moving the product with the help of Town Cicero Police Department protection cover-up. Dirty little secret, white powder bags. If this organization thinks that their murder plot against my life is going to prevent further investigation. Oh, look who's here. Look at that. The lookout man. The lookout man on bike. That's the dollar store owner, family member, organized crime family in Poloi. That's correct. His main purpose is to walk around and make sure there are no new faces in the area. This is how organized crime family is able to avoid any external investigation, and that's his job, is to walk. That's his job. He walks around all day and night, and that's when you know there's drugs present and there's distribution present, and especially when you see this red car. When you see this red car, this is the Candyman's red car, Pontiac. Why is he parked over here? Order of protection. Order of protection is in full effect. Again, homeowner Martinez's son. Right there. That's where he's parked at, and that's his spot. On command signal, he's gonna come from hiding in the bushes right here and take a snapshot of me to manipulate my ex-wife. I am harassing them. So again, my ex-wife has been preconditioned by this Plains Cook County Sheriff, Tom Dart, joint collaboration with Town Cicero Police Department Emergency Phone Dispatcher 911, named Anna. Unprovoked, home visit, no information left. They just wanted to speak to me. But this is order of protection to stop me from recording, uploading videos. And they are working closely with organized crime family, Anthony J. Loader, Avila Greco, Nello Greco, next door, signed contract with homeowner Martinez, wife, daughter, son, daughter-in-law at 5135. Next door, organized crime family, second floor hideout. Paid incentives, family vacation, new cars, home improvement. Target, YouTube, Town of Cicero, Illinois, Miguel Rodriguez harassment videos. That's why you see them jumping all over the place, running and hiding. They're doing weird things that family just should not be doing. Especially jumping in front of my video shot when I'm focusing on across the street. I'm not even focusing on next door. But they bring it to themselves, they bring it to their attention. Every time they're trying to manipulate my ex-wife with an order of protection. So I'm just trying to protect myself, folks. This order of protection is real, and this is their main agenda, is to stop me from recording, uploading videos. My ex-wife is concerned, worried, afraid. She is being followed. Her schedule and time frame, she's being followed at night and during the day, and she is concerned for her life. I expressed my information and concerns with State Representative Lisa Hernandez's office and Chuy Garcia, Congressman. So, well, we see what happens. The little baby ride-along continues. Let's get a time update. It's 6:11 p.m. The guy continues walking back and forth from time to time, trying to console the baby and his girlfriend in the car waiting patiently. And next door, they continue doing business at 5130. And trust me, the Candyman is very active. This is the Candyman's vehicle right here, Pontiac. He never parks. He parks here once in a while. Again, the order of protection. But we're going to keep our eyes on the prize and just wait this out. I'm in the kitchen. I'm cooking. So we're going to keep our eyes on the prize and see what happens. Okay. So, yeah, we're just going to wait. It shouldn't be much longer. Thursday, June 13th, 2024. And it's 6:12 p.m. So we're just going to wait. It's a waiting game, folks. It's a waiting game. I'm going to go to the kitchen. I'm going to go to the kitchen and continue cooking. Mamma mia. Okay. Let's see what's going on. They still there? Look at that. Still waiting. It's 6:14 p.m. 6:14 p.m. Let's focus on her. Let's see what she's up to. Yeah. Trust me, folks. This is an everyday thing. They're just working around my time schedule. That's all they're doing, is working around my time schedule. This is a machine. They're constantly moving the white powdered bag substance. And Town of Cicero Police Department is involved. Protection cover-up, dirty little secret, white powder bags. They've been doing this for quite some time. And, well, they're going to have to make another fake home visit, but they ain't going to fool anybody. That last home visit is not going to be the last time you see Town of Cicero coming by to avoid any external investigation by the DEA, Drug Enforcement Administration, Chicago and Dearborn, Illinois, Child Protective Services. They moved the little girl right along to a different location, by the way. Oh, looks like she's getting some air, or she's coming out for a little bit. She is getting anxious with her little infant. She is getting anxious. Organized crime family has no shame. A little infant in the back is being utilized to avoid any suspicion. They're hiding the white substance under the baby's seat. This is organized crime. Has no shame. You can see the bright light harassment on the side here. There's regular light, but they can increase and intensify light harassment. That's being used, and I basically just pull the curtain to the side, and that's it. That's used as a distraction technique. So that's all I do. I just cover it right here. Let me show you. Yeah, see? I just cover it with the curtain, and that's it. See, it's a distraction technique that they use from time to time. This high-tech surveillance monitor can increase and intensify light harassment once the victim or patient focuses on the light source. It's an on and off switch, visual effects. But obviously this is something they do not want exposed, but it is a little too late for that, folks. This criminal organization is being exposed, like it or not. Still waiting, and here's another time, 6:19 p.m. Again, Thursday, June 13th, 2024, Thursday, 6:19 p.m. Still waiting. It's a waiting game. This young mother with her infant spending her afternoon on the driver's side waiting for her mate to come out with the white powder bag substance at 5132 West 24th Street in Laramie, Cicero, Illinois 60804. Under investigation, Internal Revenue Services. Again, 5132 West 24th Street in Laramie, Cicero, Illinois 60804. I hope these government agencies are not sleeping on the job. These are our tax dollars at work. If they were doing their job, this little infant would not be in danger right now. If the government agencies were doing their job. I'm doing this as a public service. A lot of people say, why are you doing this? Why are you risking your life? Because I can and I care. Still waiting. It's 6:22 p.m. I'm still cooking as well. They have the advantage, of course, once I go to the kitchen, they're going to run out and leave. But that's okay, we got them on video. So quick recap. The guy came out of 5130 to use the bathroom on the side of the porch. Obviously, the Candyman has access underneath the porch, and he had the product waiting for him. All he had to do is stick his hand in that secret door opening underneath the porch. And what did he do right after that? He jumped in the car and left. And then came right back to reload. That's correct, folks, at 5130. And they took advantage that I was focusing on the little baby right along. That's why that happened. And they thought I wasn't going to be able to film both at the same time. They were clearly wrong. We got this on video. And again, I hope these government agencies are not sleeping on the job. There's children at stake here. There's a community that has no idea this is going on. And for the most part, we were able to videotape the main property owner at 24th Street in Laramie. Where the dollar store owner is renting, along with the other. Oh, look at that! Look at that! He parked away from public view, and he gave me the look. There you go. There you go. See? See? He didn't park here. See that? He did not park here. He parked away. Instructions given. Do not park there because he is recording. Instructions given, and he went back to reload. Remember, he drove off with the car. Well, where did he park? He parked away from camera view. That's right, folks. He parked away from camera view. We're going to keep our eyes on the prize. See, they're constantly working around my schedule and activities and camera view. This is a high-tech surveillance monitor. Very aware of my location and activities. And this is how they're able to transmit and transfer electrical current to my brain from any electrical source outlet. That's why it's called Unsolved Murder Cases of Identity Theft Medicaid. It's an insurance scam that involves taking the victim's identity and life. No investigation, no open cases. Because the victim is coerced, is manipulated, is preconditioned at home to react. Constant mental health hospital evaluation, victim loses their credibility. Family, friends, news media withdraw, lose hope. And, manipulate businesses, remain in control, silent victims. Organized crime family process. That's why Identity Theft Medicaid works very well with the daily drug dealing, traffic transactions, distribution, and packing, special delivery white powder bags because they can manipulate their victims, and they can stay in control. And especially when you got Town of Cicero Police Department, some police officers involved in this, in protecting in this criminal organization. Quick time, it's 6:27 p.m. Still waiting. Still waiting. The little baby right along continues right here. Still waiting. It's a waiting game. Waiting game. Oh. Community game starting. I'm in the kitchen right now. But you heard the community gang stalking. As soon as I walked away from the window, the community gang stalking went into effect. This is order of, this is instructions given. That's what that is, instructions given. Still waiting. The little baby ride along continues. There's the little baby in the back. And there's the young mom. You're not going to see this footage nowhere else, folks. Only here. This is exclusive video footage of how organized crime family, Anthony J. Loader, Avila Greco, Nello Greco, they're just, this is how they function on a daily basis. Very freely. No law. No law to stop them from this, from moving this white powdered substance product. This is an ongoing thing. This is a machine, and they're in full control of this area, and that's why when I said very important person, the main property site owner over at the dollar store. That's correct. That main property site owner, he's the one that is signed contract on video with public meeting with organized crime family member Anthony J. Loader. He's the guy over there I'm talking about right here. Yeah, this is the dollar store, see? That's the dollar store right there, and that's where they had the public meeting right there. So all the drug dealing traffic transactions is done in the parking lot by the dumpster right here, all the way in the back, all the way back there. And this family right here, I just found out they're involved as well. Not the whole family, just the husband. The husband is good friends with Anthony J. Loader and family. So this family right here is technically involved. And I just did see this guy at 5130, the mule, from time to time going inside this property right here in the back. So yeah, this area right here is able to function because organized crime family um, has the connection with the family members, dollar store owner, main property site owner, and now we're also working with construction workers. The construction workers soon will be working at this. See the permit, the green tag on the door? This is 5130. Before and after fire, evidence, no investigation. Town of Cicero Police Department, protection cover-up. Dirty little secret, white powder bags. We are still waiting, folks, for the little baby right along. We are still waiting. Still waiting. They were trying to distract me when I was cleaning the turtles, my son's turtles, with bright light truck lights. They're using truck lights from the bathroom from next door at 5135. I live at 5133, second floor. So they're using truck lights, and that's for distraction purposes. They did not want me to film the little baby right along, but this is a routine. This is constant, and they're doing it every day. They just happen to be working around my time schedule. So let me give you another time frame. 6:33. 6:33 p.m. 6:33 p.m. Oh, nope. I thought I saw something. Nope. She looks like she's about to go to sleep. The little baby ride along continues, and we are still waiting. Still waiting, folks. And the murder plot continues. Extreme high-level frequency. Again, I have no idea what this organization is thinking about as far as my murder. This murder is well documented, and it's well documented that my family has no idea this is going on. This is electronic frequency harassment. Oh, look, nope. Someone just came in from the other side. I don't know if this is a customer. We see what happens. That's her car right there. She just came in. I haven't seen her before. So we see what's going on there. Is she a customer, or does she have family members there? We see. That's 5130. And she went to the bank. Is she visiting the Candyman? He is in the house. This is his vehicle. And he's not hiding this time. We see. We're still waiting for the little baby right along. There's a lot of foot traffic going along here. We have to keep our eyes on the prize. Let's see. I want to make sure I get that license plate in the back. Let's see. There we go. There is the license plate right there, just in case. It's good to have things documented. There you go. Okay. gotta keep our eyes on the prize. That's right, folks. Something is going on in the hood. You're only gonna see this on this channel. Please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate your support. My life is in danger. This is a murder plot against my life. These videos are not free. This is a murder plot. Cause of death, tumor cancer of the brain. Brain damage. This is how this organization, criminal organization, is planning on making me disappear. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. But trust me, this is not going to stop or prevent any future investigations. With your support, of course. So, organized crime family is playing Russian roulette right now with my life. But that's on their... If they think they can move back to 5132, double lot, right here, under investigation, Internal Revenue Services, upon my decease, and no questions are going to be asked, they got another thing coming. My family has no idea this is going on. I'm trying to protect them. I know what social acting is. But for some reason, they cannot put aside their ego. And, well, so be it. We see what happens. It's 6:39 p.m. Still waiting for the little baby ride-along. The little baby ride-along is being used to avoid getting pulled over for the cops, and if they do, the white powder bag substance is being hidden under the baby's car seat. That's why the little baby ride-along is working for them. And when the guy usually comes off the car, he walks very slow. So I'm thinking they live pretty far away. He usually has jet lag. So they're driving a long distance, and they're delivering the substance somewhere far. So still waiting. I'm still cooking. You're gonna hear me from time to time going to the kitchen and back. I'm gonna keep my eyes on the prize so you guys won't miss anything. It's 6:40 p.m. That's how much product they got. That they have to break it down. Just imagine, they have to break down this product. And they've been waiting for quite some time now. They have to break down this product, and they're basically waiting, working around my schedule. But it's very difficult. They're just too obvious. Does this make sense to you? A little baby, a little infant, with the mom waiting in the car for a very, very long time. Waiting. And in the back, does that make sense to you for this guy that lives right here at 5130 to come out and use the bathroom right here on the side of the porch, right after coming out of his house? Some people might say, well, he forgot to use the bathroom inside the house, so he might as well do it outside. I don't think so. That's not normal. That's not right. And there's kids in the area. This is evidence that the Candyman has access underneath the porch. And as soon as he got the product, he went inside his car and he drove away. So there's a lot going on. Organized crime family is I don't think they know what they're doing. I really don't think so. And they continue with my murder plot. I don't know what's that gonna solve. That's not gonna solve anything. Well, let me get back to cooking. It's 6:42 p.m. Still waiting for the little baby ride along. Special delivery, white powder bags. I'm going to the kitchen now. We're gonna keep our eyes on the fries. Let's see what's going on. I'm still cooking. Yeah, still cooking. The little baby ride along continues. Oh, let me go back to the kitchen. And I gotta put this stuff away as well before my ex-wife gets home. Gotta put all these boards away. I'm glad you guys were able to capture. I was able to capture and share this information with you, how victims are manipulated at their home to react by covering up all the windows. And this is how organized crime family is able to manipulate the victims at home. And this could be another reason why they're taking so long. They got me distracted. Just imagine. They got me distracted. Oh, there's the family member that came out. By the way, these family members are related to the guys that were involved in the fire. That's correct, folks. This organized crime family did not move. They're living there. You're going to see them from time to time visiting their family members. The family members continue living there. And before and after evidence of fire is on video. How the fire started and how they continue coming back and how Thomas Cicero Police Department protection cover-up continues working for this organization. So they never left. They're right there at 5130. I'm talking about right here, 5130. And it's still boarded up. At least they got the permit. But that permit means that the construction workers that are customers of this white powder bag substance will be working there. So they're going to be having a party. That's for sure. Well, still waiting. It's 6:46 p.m. Still waiting. Let me continue dismantling my fortress. I got to uncover the windows. Just imagine if my ex-wife comes home and she sees the house the windows covered up like this. She's going to react. She's going to be concerned. She's going to be worried. This is how unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid are preconditioned at home to react. And this waiting game, I'm thinking, the reason they're making me wait so long, and they notice that I am focusing my attention on them, and they also know that my windows are covered up, they're trying to manipulate my ex-wife to react. Remember, she's been preconditioned by Town Cicero Police Department emergency phone dispatcher 911 phone operator named Anna, joint collaboration with the Plains Cook County Sheriff Tom Dart. So she will react once she sees the windows covered up, as I showed you in the videos. And this is how victims are preconditioned at home to react, and they're able to manipulate their victims, remain in control, and silence them once they are enrolled in a mental health facility. Because the consequences are very severe under doctor's care, and well, there will be no investigation upon your death of tumor, cancer of the brain damage, because constant mental health hospital evaluation, victim loses their credibility. Family, friends, news media withdraw, lose hope. And the symptoms go on and on. Paranoia, hallucinations, psychosis, lose weight. So, organized crime family process. So I'm going to continue dismantling my fortress. I covered up the windows because it's easier for me to function. And I'm glad I'm able to share my information with you guys as a public service. So you guys won't fall victim to unsolved murder cases of identity theft Medicaid, especially if you are under the influence. That's why I don't drink or smoke, and I have to be mindful of fact from fiction. It's 6:49 p.m. The Little Baby Ride Along continues. I'm cooking, and I'm still dismantling I covered up the windows. My son has no idea. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm taking down. See what's going on? Oh, they left. Okay, here we go. So you heard me. I was in the kitchen. I was dismantling the windows from. I covered up the windows because that's how people react when you are constantly being harassed from next door neighbors at 5135. And they left, and they're moving the product. So I'm gonna keep my eyes on the price. See what else happens here. The little baby ride along continued, and it's 6:52 p.m. I appreciate your support, and I'm glad you guys witnessed what's going on. And the little baby ride along happened at 5132. And we also have on video family members before and after evidence of fire at 5130. Right here. These are the family members that lived there before and after evidence of fire. No investigation. And the family members are living there. And the Candyman. Candyman is still living there. So we're going to keep our eyes on the prize. And we're moving on to the next video. Thank you so much for your support.